Annalisa Mari, popularly known as Annie Frank, was born on 12 June 1929 in the Frankfurt, Germany. Died on February or March, they are just confused, in 1945 in the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp in Germany. She was a German-Dutch diarist of Jewish heritage, one of the most discussed Jewish victims of the Holocaust. She gained fame posthumously with the 1947 publication of The Diary of a Young Girl, in which she documents her life in hiding from 1942 to 1944 during the German occupation of the Netherlands in World War II. It is one of the world's best known books and has been the basis for several plays and films. Annie Frank said, "No one has ever become poor by giving." I think, what do you think? This statement was not right at all. How come anybody become poor? No one has ever become poor by giving. In fact, when you're giving, and that should be the way, they are given and others became rich. And you became poor by giving. Just to look into this one. The rich never gave, even if they are given, they hardly gave anything, but they lived very rich. But in that richness, there was a very painful strategy. Isn't it? Look at the people who has got constipation. When they don't give out what they've eaten, it becomes constipated. They suffer in that constipation. In that suffering, I think all that Samskriti, all that culture goes to the wind and they become brutal dictators. They become thieves and robbers. This suffering is the one which makes them to make others suffer. And this indigestion makes them to meet a doctor, and you'll be admitted in hospital. Hospitals become rich. Yes. Your suppression of your not wanting to give off everything is what you ate. It should be going off. Breakfast time, after the breakfast, lunch and dinner. Whatever you eat immediately, you must go to the restroom, says naturopathy. And allopathy says no, once in a day, and many people are suffering once a week indigestion. That the cleansing is very, very important. If you don't cleanse yourself, you are making other people rich and you become poor. Don't you think that? Otherwise, what Annie Frank said is correct. No one has ever become poor by giving. Yes, the giving. When you give, you never become poor. You become very rich by the time you cleanse just bowels early morning by drinking 5 glasses of water. You feel, wow, yes. And you work hard. You see the sweat coming out. The sweat comes out by giving. The sweat is going out. You feel more healthy. You carry a huge body weight. And it stings. Yes. What is needed only for the body, others is all stings, and you live in fear. When you live in fear, you create fear in others also. Yes. You suppress other people also. No one has ever become poor. Yes. When you shed your body weight, yes, you become very, very rich. And by giving in the sense, when you become healthy, you make other people also healthy. You could move around. Annie Frank said, no one has ever become poor by giving. Yes. Giving of your advice, sharing your hard-earned experiences. You are known by the company you keep. So you create a company where you discuss. And people, when they read it, they try to apply it, or you become the practical person to put it into practice. No one has ever become poor, yes, by giving. The more you give, the more it comes back, said Mother Teresa. The more you give, the more it comes back. Such is the power of the well water also. The more water you draw, fresh water keeps coming. But what the rich has done it, they keep on holding on, and a day comes, even to pull that water, to clean that water becomes so stagnant. Your body becomes so stagnant, your mind becomes so stagnant, because you are not expressing, you are not become loving, you are not even sharing with your family, with your joint family, to stabilize the family tree. And that well water, stagnated well water becomes poisonous. And many a time, to clean up the well water, they send people down, and that people died. Yes, many people died by entering into a well water, stagnated well water. Otherwise, can you see Padmanabha Swami temple was holding on so much money when that state Kerala people were dying of hunger after the independence. And the whole country was dying. We were begging. We were very, very poor. And holding on so much money, they refused to tell. The kings refused to tell. No one has ever become poor. Look at that king. By giving, he has got so much, he has hold it, and he became poor. His kingdom was thrown out. And in that suffering, kept on suppressing and locking it up. In several lockers, even government were frightened to open. No one has ever become poor. The kings have become poor because of their greed, and the well water turns it. Your well water also will turn into dirty. Hence, you are rushing up to the doctor every now and then. Why are you rushing up to the doctor every now and then? Because you were not giving and you became very poor. Your health became poor. I have a poor health. Yeah, you became poor in your loving, in your smile, everything. Participate, strengthen. Make sure that you participate in your Samskriti, stabilize, because Samskriti is so big. Don't worry what others are thinking about you. Don't worry whether what you give, don't expect results back. The moment you expect results, you become poor. Karma Yoga says keep doing work without expecting results. No one has ever become poor by giving. Totally give it up. Yes, many of the people, when they give the total house to me and I go demolish the whole house and take everything, yeah, they're going. Sometimes many children have gone to Canada and Australia and all. They call me, Guruji, my house is empty. My house is there. You go and take everything. Yes, they give you everything. They could have sold it. They could have made money. By giving, they are very happy when they are going time. Yes, give to the poor schools. Give. By giving, you feel the smile of the children. Yes, go give to the poor homes. And make sure your health is also good.